The first 100 days of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration have been laced with praises as well as blames. Upon his inauguration on May 29, 2023, President Tinubu vowed to revamp the economy under the Renewed Hope initiative, but the ripple effects of his economic policies leave Nigerians with a sweet and sour taste. However, President Tinubu keeps assuring Nigerians of a better economy and country. This next report details the last 100 days since President Tinubu assumed office.
For Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President and Commander-in-Chief, upon his assumption of office, making Nigeria's economic grow exponentially was top of the agenda, and the forced subsidies at a stroke made everyone sit up after President Tinubu's inauguration speech 100 days ago.
The first subsidy is gone. We shall instead channel whatever to form monetary policy.
The aftermath of this decision was an instantaneous rise in the cost of living, and Nigeria's inflation rate, which rose to 24.08 in August for the 7th consecutive time, and also the highest in the country for the past 10 years, which tells an even better story.
The government should have made provision for the poor ones, for the masses. They should have made provision. They should have made something to, okay, we are taking away this fuel. This one can serve for you for now.
There's no possibility of an end in sight. Number two, because Nigeria is not yet thinking of ensuring a conducive environment for production. Everyone is saying we need to produce, we need to produce. The supply side is actually shortened. And then everyone is saying we need to produce, we need to shift from consumption to production. But my own point of view on that is that government has not actually given a conducive environment for production.
And so, the rollout of the changes began. One of such changes was the unification of all segments of the foreign exchange market to replace the old regime of multiple exchange rates, leading to the devaluation of Naira, which fell 36% against the dollar at the official market.
If you look at the official market, you find that that market has been fairly stable and the spreads or the difference have not fluctuated as much. We do not believe that the changes going on in the parallel market are driven by pure economic demand and supply, but are topped by speculative demand from people.
While the cost of food continued to rise, President Tinubu declared a state of emergency on the level of food insecurity and rolled out palliative to ease the burden of his decision on subsidy removal.
In order to cushion the effect of food shortages across the country, the federal government has approved the sum of 5 billion naira to be given to each state for the procurement of 100,000 bags of rice.
Security is a very crucial need for Nigeria, especially if the economy is to be restored back to a level of stability for citizens. And bearing this in mind, President Tinubu changed the service chiefs exactly 3 weeks after his inauguration, appointing new service chiefs who were confirmed by the 10th Senate.
No matter how diverse we are one family, staying in the same house, but living in different rooms. And you are promoting that peace and stability on behalf of all of us and for all of us.
And just as President Tinubu was dealing with economic and security dilemmas in Nigeria, a coup took place in Niger, and the president, who had only been elected chairman of the Economic Community of West African State, ECOWAS, had a task to resolve the brewing crisis.
More specifically, as leaders of our respective nations, we must recognize that the political crisis in Niger not only poses a threat to the stability of the nations, but also has far-reaching implications for the entire West African region.
For some analysts, assessing the present administration can only be done once key policies and patterns of the administration are laid out for citizens to key into.
this period should be a period for the president to organize his cabinet members. What I mean by that is ministers and all the people he want to work with him, to put them on track and then have a policy direction of his government so that people can actually key into that policy and know the direction of his government.
I would say in the last 100 days, the administration has done, very well, in taking courageous economic decisions, that its predecessors could not dare touch.
President Tinubu's 100 days in office was not without legal fireworks, as the Allied People Movement (APM), the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and its flag bearer Atiku Abubakar, as well as the Labour Party and its candidate Peter Obi, are taking the president and his party, the All Progressives Congress, to court, citing irregularities and malpractice during the election. Although the president now has one less thing to worry about, as the tribunal has dismissed the petitions of the three parties challenging the president's victory in the February 25, 2023 polls.
It's been a very, very strong and emotional journey for all of us, struggling for democracy, truth, and justice for all. Today, we give kudos to the judiciary.
Yes, I saw this coming. I knew that the tribunal was going to go in this direction because I had consistently maintained, likewise, senior lawyers also that have also not only participated in the election petition but had followed the trend that election irregularities are not proved by mere sweeping generic allegations, but by calling polling unit agents that were present at the polling unit on the day of poll.
Showing resilience in his fight for a better economy, President Tinubu is celebrating his 100 days in office in India, where he's attended the G20 summit on a quest to woo investors and improve Nigeria's macroeconomic and investment climate. Tamilore Akikolie, TV360 Lagos.